Hello everyone, trying out a new game published by EA, but unlike most of the titles it publishes nowadays, this is not a $60 loot box simulator. Although it does have microtransactions involved, but it is a free-to-play game, and it's a battle royale. It's made by the team that made Titanfall. I've been toying around for the past 53 minutes with the settings. It's not gonna be butter smooth and I had to downscale the resolution, but it should be working out fine. If you want to skip through the training, just skip ahead in the video. So, I never played Titanfall, neither Titanfall 1 nor 2, but the graphics of this game remind me of Unreal Tournament 3, to some degree.
Welcome to Apex Legends. I am Bloodhunder. You can call me Bloodhound. Let us begin with basic movement. Complete the checklist on your HUD. Follow me. Sliding down hills increases speed.
For some reason I was able to slide backwards in one of my setup tests. Or training tests for the graphics.
Inside the territories you can find supply bins that carry weapons and resources you will need to survive. Open one.
I have...
Your HUD will show what you have equipped. Follow the checklist to access and cycle through your inventory.
I have apathy towards battle royale games, but if it looks cool I'll try it. I don't want to have apathy towards something without even trying it. I played Fortnite before it was cool, and since it became cool...
Inside the supply bin, you will find a weapon and ammo. Arm yourself. The battle calls upon you. Slaughter as many targets as you wish.
And since it became cool, I don't recognize the game much anymore, nor do I like it.
Each shot is important as well as the weapon you remember. You can carry only two weapons. The field is full of choices. You must swap out the one you are holding.
I mean, the game did come out of the blue, so things like overlapping quotes from NPCs, this game is not meant primarily as a single player, so...
Communication with your brethren. You can ping different locations, objects, and enemies depending on where you're looking. Follow the checklist to cycle through your pings.
Go, enemy, looting this area, attacking here, going here, defending this area, watching here, and someone's been here.
Let's go this way.
I'm supposed to ping, ping weapon?
P2020 here.
That's how you do it.
Light ammo here.
Double tap, ping enemy location.
Contact with hostile.
The All-Father blesses you.
Nice.
Pathfinder will continue your training. I will see you again, my fellow fighter. We may even shed blood together.
Yeah, there are different characters, so this is... People have said this is something like a cross between Fortnite and Overwatch. Don't mind that. So where am I going? Over there, huh? Oh, whoops. The game does look interesting, so that's why I'm trying it out. Props to the Titanfall team for not marketing the game whatsoever, because nowadays bad word or bad news spread in the gaming world like a wildfire, and the same cannot be said about good news, although they do spread fast as well. So props to them, and also for making something different.
I'm Pathfinder. I'm excited to fight you in the ring, but first, let me give you some helpful tips. Working together in a squad is very important and very fun. Here is your squad mate, a digital utility Mockman Intelligent Example, or Dummy for short. During a match, you or your teammates can get knocked down. But don't worry, with skill, everyone can have the chance to be revived. Just approach your dummy and hold the prompt button on your HUD to revive them. Great! Welcome back, dummy! Now here's a good thing to know. Each one of us has a unique tactical ability. You are Lifeline, and you have a health drone that distributes health to anyone next to it. Give it a try and heal your friend. Just hit the tactical button on your HUD. Great job. Helping out your squad is the best, but sometimes they die. Don't worry too much. You still have a chance to bring your friend back.
I do?
Approach Dummy's stash and grab their banner.
What the hell?
Great. You can use that banner to bring back your friend through any active respawn beacon.
Oh.
Approach the respawn beacon and, when prompted, hold for activation.
This is fucking cool. So if you have a 4v4, a shootout, and one player survives, he can... Ah. That's nice.
Be careful. It takes some time to contact the dropship. You could get shot. That wouldn't be good. You did it. Here they come.
Ah, in the ship, huh?
Welcome back, dummy. Here's another thing. Like our tactical abilities, each of us has an ultimate ability that you can use when it's ready. As Lifeline, your ultimate calls in a Lifeline package that delivers all types of defensive loot from large health kits to high-tier body armor. Looks like Dummy needs some stuff. Call in your Lifeline package to help them out.
Ah, so that's what these are. Okay, where do I call it on top of him or? Hello? Where do I call it down? How do I call it down? I can't seem to... Oh, there we go. Does it do damage when you stand near? I mean, it looks like it's gonna do damage. Oh, that sure fucking is. But I wanna be sure.
Approach it and open it up.
Ah.
Grab what you need or ping items for your friends. That's all for me. Great work. Remember, each one of us has different tactical and ultimate abilities, so give us all a try. I get to use zip lines to reach high places and move quickly.
That's interesting.
See you in the ring. Bye.
Ah, okay, so that's the end of the training. It is interesting. And I hope there are no ultimates that will literally fuck the enemy over. Because, I mean, sure, it is an ultimate, but all you have to do, seemingly, all you have to do is wait until it's charged. You don't have to do anything to charge it. Perhaps that's not the case. So, I'm ready to get fucked by the Titanfall pros playing this game. So the basics are, you get matched up with up to 2 other players, sometimes one disconnects, sometimes they leave, and you can pick a hero. There can be only 1 hero per group, so no duplicates, and I ended up picking up the Bloodhound. The Bloodhound is, well, in general, the heroes are quite interesting. I call them heroes, but they're called, what, legends? The design revolves around you playing a hero and having to adjust your playstyle to that. Now, that is only you know, an advice, or like it's optional, because you really don't have to use your hero's abilities whatsoever, but you might end up at a disadvantage. Each hero has its own specific activatable ability, which can be activated every X seconds, the regular ability, then they also have a passive, and then they have the ultimate ability. After you pick a hero, you can... The middle mouse button works great in this game. You can suggest where should the jump master land at, because when you finish picking and everyone loads into the map, one player of the group of 3 is selected as the jump master and directs the other 2 and himself and chooses the landing location. You can choose to not follow the player, but since I'm new to the game, I thought why not? Why not just follow the player, you know, and stick with the rest? Mind you, this is one of my first, what, 15 games? So I was still figuring out controls and figuring out the map and attachments and everything. So this first clip is gonna be pretty weak. In the second clip I did better, I think. But this first clip had some interesting moments. And I think we did pretty well, all things considered. Although it ended, well, you'll see how it ended. Anyway. The movement is very, very fluent. About the map size, it seems really small before you land, but once you land, it feels like it's much bigger. And it's just so much fun. So much fun to play around. There's points of power as there should be in a shooter. Or like positions of power. See, there was a bridge. If they tried to cross it, they would get fucked. But if we tried to cross it, we would get fucked. So we had to resolve the situation, and it results in a firefight. It's not dragged out, it's just you're trying to get an advantage, you're trying to get the jump on the enemies, and you can flank.
Contact with hostile.
Anyway, back to the middle mouse button. You can mark enemies, you can mark where you want to go next, you can mark ammunition, leftover equipment, that you noticed someone was there, but they're not over there anymore. You can do all kinds of things. You can even open up the map and select, let's go res our ally over there, or let's not, and you can suggest where the jump master should land. And it's just so great, you don't need voice chat whatsoever, and it works so well. So about the movement, what you just saw was a slide, and that's nothing new, but in this game, sliding down the terrain, you know, when you're sliding downwards, your speed gets increased, so you can use that to your advantage. And you can try to avoid bullets and explosives, etc.
Good looking up.
About the reviving system, whenever an ally is down, you can either res them, as in get them back up on their feet with a sliver of health, you don't need an item for that. Or when they're finished off completely like this fellow right here, you can grab their ID, and there are beacons on the map. If you look on the minimap right now, there is a green square, it's a bit rotated. There we go, finished one off. Rip. But not really, because he did finish me off, although he didn't do the full animation, but the ally I rezzed earlier came in and saved me. That's why you don't do these styly finish-offs, because they lock you and you're unable to do anything else. So anyway, the green rotated rectangle on the map, or sorry, not rectangle, what am I saying? Square on the map, you can go there and res your sort of permanently dead ally back to the fight. It takes a long while for you to call a ship which will drop the ally, and even longer for the ship to arrive and drop the ally, and if you die before the ally arrives, that's it, they don't arrive. RIP. Anyway, about the healing and the armor system, a piece of equipment like a chest armor or helmet, I think they add 25 armor. They're called shields, so they add 25 shields. And you have 100 health, as far as I can tell. And about the healing, you have syringes, you have medkits, you have shield cells, and batteries. Batteries are basically big shield cells.
Battling the enemy.
There we go.
Reloading. Took out a hostile.
There's a wide variety of guns, and why I mentioned the healing, aka the medkits and syringes and batteries, is because you can use all of these on the move, and you can also cancel the use of them without any repercussions, without any consequences. See? I can pop these. Sometimes it's best to save them, because if you change your, right, just as I have, if you change your damaged piece of armor for another piece of armor, which is new and presumably undamaged, your shields, or yes, your shields get restored. There are various qualities of armor, of helmets and body shields, I mean, body armors, but that's about as far as the quality goes for self-defense. Then there's also quality in attachments. So, these are loot bins, and they're, if you land in a location and the buildings nearby don't have what you want, or don't have a weapon, which hasn't happened to me yet, but sometimes it can take a long while for you to get a weapon, you can check these.
Contact. Scanning the area. Making contact with enemy.
Loot in the game is done in a pretty nice way, because different areas have different qualities of loot, so sometimes you want to go to a different area, because you're likely to get better equipment. And also, I didn't expect I'd be able to do that, aka lean over the wall, like spy on the enemy. These kinds of moves I kinda like. And I really wanted to bring back my teammate to life, which I managed to call him in, but by the time I do that, have a look at... Yes, he gets fucked. I activate the ability and I get sniped. It almost worked, if only I activated it earlier. I'll leave you with the second clip without any commentary. I think I explained most of, if not all of the things. You know, the circle is pretty standard. If you stay in it, you take damage. I think that's about it. The game is really fun. That said, I did notice the undertone of social justice. At least, I might be paranoid, but like, there's no white male in the basic set, which of the playable legends, and the only white male that is available is, well, you gotta buy it first, and he's aligned with toxins, aka he's toxic. So you know, I might be being paranoid, but in nowadays world, especially in a game that's published by Electronic Arts, I would be, you know, not vigilant, no, but just alert, if nothing else. Anyway, that's it, and I'll leave you with the rest of the clip. Enjoy.
Trust nature, then trust yourself.
I came here to party. Let's rock. Me ain't afraid of much, but losing, that would be a drag.
This is your champion.
The ring is distant. Time is short. Might be something good this way.
Let's explore this way.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Use the map as your guide. The ring is moving. Allfather, give me sight.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms. Heavy ammo here. Body shield here. Leather too. Also, my marker.
Allfather, give me sight. I'm taking fire. Enemy spotted. Back to the enemy. Reloading. Taking fire.
Spotted. I'm spotted. Taking fire. Reloading. Down to target. Reloading. Knock down the whole squad.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far.
Got a hop up here. Choke.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Marking our surroundings.
Half the squad's away.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
Bless me with sight. Enemy over there.
Optics here. Sniper. One minute. Rings nearby.
Rings next door. 45.
Target over
Optics
there.
here. Sniper. "30 seconds remain. Safety is an arrow shot away." Enemy spotted.
Warning. Ring closing.
Good work. We're inside the next ring.
Marking our surroundings. Hostile there. Battling the enemy. Reloading.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Here, let's go this way. Target over there. Hostile over there.
Froggo,
Putting lead down range.
open your eyes.
Contact.
With target. Listen up.
Marking our surroundings.
Reload. Reload.
Reloading.
We're not all in the ring. Check your positions. Patching myself up a bit.
Target over there.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Hostile spotted. Grenade. I'm ahead. Target over there.
Scanning the area. I bathe in your blood. Hostile over there.
Enemy spotted. Here's your birthday present.
Tango spotted.
Target spotted. I am taking fire.
Let's go. Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Battling the enemy.
Reloading. Tango down.
Enemy down.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Scanning the area. I'm taking fire.
Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading.
Reloading. Full squad.
Healing my wound.
Careful if you need.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Scanning the area.
Care
We are
package
inside the
being
ring. Good faith.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Big things in that.
Tango spotted.
Trust in the old father.
Spotted. Double timing it.
One kill. Beginning ring countdown.
Using a med kit. 1 sec.
Reloading.
Spot on.
Healing.
I'm spotted. Taking fire. Reloading. Come on, Richard. Say hello. Recharging my shields.
I'm taking fire. Reloading. Recharging my shields.
Reloading.
1 minute till close. I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Taking a moment.
Fire.
Target spotted.
I'm taking fire.
45 seconds. Ring ain't far.
Hostile over there. Hostile spotted. Not far from the ring. Half a minute.
Target spotted.
Reloading.
Almost there. We are close to the ring.
Enemy spotted.
Ring closing.
Reloading.
Rings moving.
Putting lead down range. Reloading. Target spotted.
Round 5.
Just a scrape. 1 sec.
Countdown.
Taking a moment to heal.
Come on. Say hello.
Marking our surroundings.
Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
This skies reveal danger upon us.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
1 minute remains. The ring is close.
Seconds. Rings just up ahead. Just a scrape. 1 second. Not far from the ring. Half a minute. Patching myself up a bit.
Seconds. The ring is close. Scanning the area.
Warning. Ring closing.
It's on. Ring's moving.
Fast with that shooter. Full squad.
Firing.
New kill.
I'm the killer. What's wrong with me?